Welcome, Elisa. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Hi, Evan.
Yeah. So you came to Seattle Central?
Yes, I was student here in 2018 and to 2020.
You came to Seattle colleges in 2018. Before then, what were you doing?
I was a high school student in Taiwan.
Oh, okay.
A really full-time student. And then I just heard that I can go to Seattle for college before I graduate from my high school. It sounds really cool because you don't need a high school diploma. Then you can go to college. I mean, it feels like I save lots of time.
Save a lot of time.
Yes. So I just visited an agency in Taiwan. And my agent just helped me to apply for Seattle Central College. At that time, she showed me lots of colleges in Seattle, like Seattle North, South, and like Green River.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of schools.
Sure.
And I chose Seattle Central College because it's really near downtown Seattle.
It is down, yeah.
And the environment here is really convenient. And I really enjoy my 2 years life in Seattle Central College.
Yeah. And you majored in?
I majored in communication in Seattle Central College.
Okay.
I graduated. Then I started my journey at UW Seattle. I majored in journalism. It's one of the communication field.
Yeah.
And I also work there as a student news reporter. I work for The Daily. We publish online news. So we do interviews. We work back and forth with editors, and I mean, they paid me for stories.
What a deal.
So I just realized that I love writing, interviewing, just representing for maybe some underrepresented groups in society. So that's why I chose journalism as my profession.
Cool. So you're here today. Why are you here today?
Okay, so after 6 years, my little brother, he's now a freshman in Seattle Central College. Just follow my steps.
That's really cool. So is he nervous today?
He's nervous and excited about his new life here.
Yeah.
So like I was a student here before, he did not finish his high school in Taiwan. Then he just quit.
So he's going to be a high school completion program.
Yeah, of course.
So so maybe I know all about this program, but maybe we can have you explain it. What is the high school completion program?
So we don't have high school diploma, but we need a diploma to maybe transfer to university. So we have different courses to take to finish a high school degree. After I finish some courses, I get a high school diploma and also my Seattle Central diploma, and both of them used to transfer. Yeah,
exactly. Well said. So the high school completion program, guys, if you're out there, if you have not yet graduated high school, don't worry about it. You can just come here, get your university work started, and at the end of your 2 years with Seattle colleges, you'll get both a high school diploma and your associate's degree, which then you use to transfer to another school. So it's an amazing program. You save time and you save money. If you're paying tuition like at a private school for high school, you can just hold on to that, bring it here, and just get your university work started. So when you graduated with your associate's degree, how old were you?
I remember it's 19.
19?
19,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. When you first got here, did you stay in the dorms then?
Yeah, I live in a dorm just in front of the school, and it's really, really convenient to
Super
go to school and just cross the street.
It is across the street. Yeah.
Yes, and I was also the resident assistant there.
Oh.
So I work for school.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you are a resident assistant, you don't have to pay for dorm.
Yeah, it's a great
free.
deal. Yeah, it's really good.
You save money again.
And is it a hard job?
I don't think so. I mean, I major in communication.
Sure.
So it's really a job that I can represent myself on my resume, how I communicate with residents from all over the world.
All over the world,
yes, and help them deal with any problems in the dorm.
So in our dorms, we have 2, 3, and 4 bed dorms. Which one did you have?
I live in a 2-person room in my first year. And when I was the resident assistant, I live in the 3-person room.
Oh, And you had roommates in
Yeah,
both
I
cases?
do. I have 2 roommates.
Mm-hmm. And where were they from?
One from Taiwan, one from Korea.
Ah, cool. And were you nervous about having roommates? Was this the first time you've had roommates before?
Yeah, so when I was in Taiwan, I always live in my house with my parents, of course. Exactly. Then when I moved here, I have new roommates. In my first year, 1 roommate. Second year, 2 roommates.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really important to cooperate with your roommates, like room cleaning.
Oh, sure.
And use everything like kitchen or go grocery shopping. You share everything.
Yeah.
So it's a new lesson for a college student.
Uh-huh.
So you not only learn at school, you also learn at the dorm.
And positive experience?
Positive.
Oh, good. And your brother, is he planning to stay in the dorms as well then?
Yeah, I think he's gonna live at the 2nd floor.
Okay.
For his first year, and he's also planning to apply for the resident assistant just to
Ah,
save more money.
Yeah. So when you first broached the idea of going to the United States to study, were your parents surprised or were they supportive?
I mean, they are surprised, of course.
They were.
Yeah, and they were worried about me.
Yeah, sure.
Come to US alone. So that's why we look for an agent. Mm-hmm. So to get more information about studying abroad in Seattle. Mm-hmm. And then they just helped me a lot to apply, to get ready for everything. Mm-hmm. So first time my mom came with me.
Oh,
just
cool.
to settle down everything.
Yeah, that's nice. Well, your English is quite great. So was it this good when you got here, or is it just improved a lot?
I took ESL class before, but like high level ESL.
Okay.
Because when I decided to start here, it's just 3 months left before I apply. So it's really in a hurry. I have to prepare everything, prepare my English, prepare for TOEFL test, like a mess.
Yeah.
So I try my best. Yeah. And then I still have to enter the ESL program, like level 5 or level 6. At that time. Yeah. Now
there's 5 levels, just so you guys know, but yeah.
Yeah, I heard that.
I think it's changed, but
I heard that, yeah. So after that, because I came here alone, and the environment is so English, I have to live here on my own. Mm-hmm. So it improves a lot. So
do you have any family in Seattle?
No, nothing.
So you truly were all by yourself?
Oh, yeah, all by myself.
Well, you seem kind of adventurous. So were you nervous? Were you shy? Or did you just like start meeting people right away?
I think I'm really excited about my new life here because no one knows me, nothing too embarrassing.
Clean slate.
Yes.
That is pretty nice. So how did you meet new people? What was the way you went about meeting new people?
So first place, of course, the dorm.
Yeah.
Your roommates were your next door. And when I was living in a dorm, we have tons of Taiwanese people there. I don't know why. But
I had a lot of students from Taiwan, yeah.
Yeah, and then the second place is school. So in class, your classmates from all over the world, they were nice. They were really open-minded to know new people.
Cool. And what about the domestic students? Were they curious about you? Were they curious about Taiwan? Did they ask you questions?
Yeah, I think they are, of course, curious about Taiwan because when everyone hears about Taiwan and they like, oh, boba tea or like
yeah, that's right.
night markets. Yeah, that's their impression about Taiwan.
Right. So you then did 2 years. Were you sure at the time? Was your plan always to go to the UW? Or did you look at other schools as well?
So actually, I came to Seattle College because I want to go to UW. So I'm not come to Seattle first and decide I want to go to UW. I come to SCC for UW.
For the UW, okay.
So when I was transferring to a university, I just applied for UW Seattle. No plan B.
You didn't apply anywhere else?
No.
And only to the Seattle campus, not Bothell or Tacoma?
only UW Seattle.
And you got accepted?
Yeah, I was like,
yay, that's so cool.
Only you.
And tell us about the transfer experience. So did you work with transfer advisors to help you understand the process?
Yeah.
And were those advisors here at Seattle colleges or were they at the UW?
So when I was in SCC, I visited my advisor a lot.
Yes, good idea.
I mean, when I have questions, I just walk in the office and I mean, I want to see my advisor. I have new questions.
Sure. A good experience at the UW?
Yeah, so I just want to color my university life. So that's why I joined the UW newsroom, the daily. And like I say, I worked there. I did lots of interviews for online news. I also made podcasts.
Cool.
So
cool.
Yeah, so it's really good experience.
Right.
So I interviewed the food bank, president.
Nice. And just so you guys know out there, we have a food bank here at both North, Central, and South campuses, and it helps a lot of students. It's a really good deal.
Yeah.
Well, it's cool that you got to interview the person that does handle it, though. If you do come, check out the food banks. Also, I had mentioned the Seattle Collegian before. If you are interested in journalism or communications, that's a great place to start there. And then you go to UW, and there's lots of opportunities to get involved in journalism, which is really cool. And then you hung around after you got your bachelor's degree in the United States. What happened after UW?
So after UW, I just decided to pursue my master's degree.
Might as well.
And again, I only applied for NYU.
That was it?
No plan B for a master's degree.
Well, that's on the other side of the country.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, but due to the post-COVID, I chose to do online course from Taiwan.
Oh, okay.
So I can stay with my family.
So you didn't have to go to New York?
No, but I visited New York.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. And then you did. You went home and you're working now.
Yeah, so I'm now a news reporter in Taiwan. I work for TVBS, it's Channel 55 in Taiwan.
Check it out.
Yeah, so I do daily news covering, everything.
Wow. So you're the person on camera. You're not out in the field with a microphone, the wind blowing in your hair.
I'm in front of the camera, so I'm holding the microphone.
Okay.
Interview people how do you feel about the typhoon?
I see. I got you. But you're not the anchor.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Yet.
Maybe down the road someday.
I'm really new to the company. I just worked for 10 months since I graduated from master's.
Okay, well, now the big question that probably parents out there are listening, they're like, so you went to the United States to get your education, you went to a community college, then you went to a big university, then you got your master's degree. Did the education that you got here really prepare you well for what you're doing now?
Yeah, I would say what I done in SCC prepared me to UW. Then what I done in UW prepared me to NYU. So it's layer by layers. And build a whole new me.
That's great. Yeah, we like to hear that. Yeah, because we want to make sure people get a good, solid education. A lot of people don't understand community colleges. We have listeners from all over the world. Community colleges don't exist in a lot of places. A lot of people think, oh, it's just a big high school, isn't it? Or it's a technical school where you just learn a trade. Maybe you can dispel the myths for people. What is a community college in your mind? What is it that they'll get when they come here?
So, yeah, lots of people ask me, why don't you finish your high school? And then I would say, because college, community college for me is really a fast path to succeed.
It's true.
Yeah, that a fast pass in Disney.
Yeah, kind of. Get out of line.
So I don't have to finish my high school, then I can join the community college, then why not? I can start faster than my classmates in Taiwan.
Yeah, so it's a 2+2 kind of a thing. You did 2 years of communications, then transferred and did the last 2 years. But it's all university work, right? So that's the important thing that people need to understand. This is not a high school, guys. It's university work. You can get your high school diploma, which is what you did, which is a smart way to go. So when you were here, did you get a chance to see a lot of the United States? Did you get a chance to travel?
Yeah, I traveled to LA, to New York, to like Las Vegas.
Did you have a car?
My boyfriend drive me.
Oh, cool. So you guys did like a big road trip to LA?
Yeah.
Wow. How long did it take you to drive there from here?
Tens of hours, maybe.
Wow. And he's from the US or is he from Taiwan?
He's from Taiwan. So actually, he's my RA.
What? You got together with your RA?
Yeah.
There you
It's
go.
a love story here.
And did he go to UW as well?
Yeah, he go to UW Foster School for business.
Wow.
Then, I mean, he transferred to UW Foster School, majored in finance. Then he go to Duke University for master degrees. Then he's now also working in Taiwan.
What's he do?
Like it's so hard.
Okay.
Like so hard, but for a bank.
Okay, he works for a bank. Okay, great. Wow, how funny. You'd never met him in Taiwan before you came here.
No.
That's so wild. You met a guy from Taiwan in Seattle.
Yeah, and he's my first boyfriend until now. Like,
that's crazy.
almost 6 years.
Wow, 6 years.
Yeah.
6 years is a long time. But... Well, the last question we always ask our guests is you've been through the process. You got your associate's degree here. You went and got your bachelor's degree. You did your master's degree. You must have some advice or wisdom that you can share with kids back in your region. What advice would you give them?
I would say if you are considering should I go or not, you just go, because you have no idea how wonderful your new life will be. So
it's pretty cool. Yeah. What was the biggest surprise? Like, I'm sure before you came, you had an idea of what the United States would be like. And then you get here. What was the weirdest or most amazing thing that you discovered?
People don't use umbrellas on the street.
That's true. That's so true.
Right?
Wow, you found that to be odd, huh? People use umbrellas all the time in Taiwan.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. So
Right.
we sometimes use umbrellas, but generally no. You're right. Well, cool. I always ask our guests, usually, to say a few words in their first language. Well, if you don't mind saying like 10, 20 seconds worth, you can say hi to people back home, or you can give advice to students back in Taiwan, or whatever you like.
OK， 嗨大家，我在西雅图，然后这里是一个很漂亮的地方，我真的非常喜欢我在西雅图的生活。那它让我有一个非常好的学历，让我找工作的时候呢有非常好的经历。那我希望大家也可以来西雅图读书，因为这里的天气很棒，非常的凉爽。那东西也不错吃啦，但是呢，最棒的是这里的生活非常的精彩。那不管是读书还是跟朋友啊，都可以有非常好的地方。